What's good, Commanders fans? Quick video here and happy Friday. Great morning, everybody. Just some early news here because this news came out last night at about 10:48 p.m. Eastern time. Josina Anderson, who is a part of CBS Sports, reported that the Commanders are interested in signing Kareem Hunt. So I'm gonna pull up the tweet here from Josina Anderson. She says, "Quote: I'm told that I'm told the Commanders have quietly been making some preliminary inquiries behind the scenes on free agent running back Kareem Hunt. Per league source, we'll see if this leads to an opportunity for Kareem Hunt with Washington." So before I do talk about it, I do want to give Prize Picks a shout out here. Just make sure you guys get this promo before it runs out. Use my promo code REAL at Oliver for 100% deposit match up to $100 on Prize Picks. So it's real easy. You pick 2 to 6 players. You place wagers on their over unders. So a couple picks I'm gonna give you guys. Terry McLaurin over 899 receiving yards. I think he's easily gonna get 1,000 receiving yards. And then Calvin Ridley for the season under 6.5 receiving touchdowns because he was suspended for a whole year for gambling. So I don't see him getting more than 6 touchdowns this year. So those are 2 picks. Those are 2 picks I'm gonna give you guys before the NFL season starts. So Terry I think he's easily gonna get 1,000 yards on the season. So those are 2 easy picks to get you guys some money for the NFL season. When the NFL season ends, you can cash out on those picks. So like I said, down below, the link down below in the description box, use that link, my promo code REAL at Oliver for 100% deposit match. All right, so Kareem Hunt, good player, man. Played with the Chiefs. Of course, you got the Eric Bieniemy connection, kind of like the Commanders with Ron Rivera with the Panthers, bringing his guys in. Eric Bieniemy's already brought in Andrew Wiley, Marcus Kemp. So he hasn't really gone gung-ho or kind of like really aggressive with the former Chiefs players, kind of like Ron did with the former Panthers, coaches, players, equipment staff, everybody, trainers, everybody that was on the Panthers staff with him. He did his best to bring those guys over here. And Eric Bieniemy definitely has a huge say because he is the associate head coach. So I could definitely see this happening. Now, it kind of reminds me of the Larry Johnson signing that we did back in the day because of the Chiefs and all that. Larry Johnson was a good running back kind of towards the end of his career. Now, Kareem Hunt right now, he is 27 years old, 5'11", 216 pounds. So he's definitely got some mileage on him. Had a great rookie season. Was Offensive Rookie of the Year per the Associated Press. Had 1,300 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, 455 yards receiving, 53 catches. The guy was a dog. Then, unfortunately, he had the incident that was caught on camera where he got into an altercation with a lady. So that was unfortunate. Can't remember how many games he got suspended or if he got I know, yeah, I want to say he got like an 8-game suspension. Then he got traded to the Cleveland Browns. And then he had a good season next to Nick Chubb in 2020. 841 yards rushing, 198 attempts, 6 touchdowns, 304 yards receiving, 38 catches. And that's really good because that was a 1-2 punch there, a thunder, a lightning punch where Nick Chubb was the number 1 guy. Kareem Hunt was the second guy. Both of these guys are still balling, still getting yardage, still breaking tackles. Kareem Hunt is a really good receiving back, too, out of the backfield. He can really make guys miss, stiff-arming guys, trucking guys. Now, is he still that same guy that he was 4 or 5 years ago? A couple of Browns fans said he was washed, but I didn't really get to watch him last year like that. So I still think he's a productive running back in this league. Had 468 yards last year off 123 attempts, 3.8 yards per carry, and also 210 yards receiving off of 35 catches and a touchdown. He had 5 receiving touchdowns in 2020. So he had a really, really good year. Now for us, there was the report that just came out that they want to give Gibson some more touches and use him as a wide receiver. Eric Bieniemy and Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera earlier this offseason said that Antonio Gibson needs to be featured more in this offense. So would that take away snaps from Gibby, attempts, targets, all kinds of stuff? Potentially it could. We just drafted running back Chris Rodriguez, but of course, you know, we heard in rookie minicamp he was kind of coming along a little slow. Eric Bieniemy was yelling at him a lot. Now Eric Bieniemy, he yells at everybody, but that he was kind of out of shape. And you know, Pete Haley said that he had bricks for hands, that he couldn't catch the football, he struggled catching the football. Then he had better days that he improved. So maybe Eric Bieniemy was like, hey, Chris Rodriguez is just not ready yet. We put him on a practice squad, and we can bring in a guy that I know and trust and can rely on in Kareem Hunt on some other third down situations, or if we want to change the pace, B-Rob's a little tired, Gibby's a little tired, we can throw Kareem Hunt in there, and that's just a whole different dynamic to this offense. So, of course, it would be for a cheap deal, probably 1 year, maybe a little bit more than the veteran minimum. Now, Kareem Hunt, he's been trying to get out of Cleveland for a little while. He requested a trade also on August 7th, 2022. Last year, he requested a trade from Cleveland because he just wanted to be featured more. So, but yeah, I mean, this guy was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Of course, Eric Bieniemy was the offensive coordinator that year when Kareem Hunt tallied 1,202 combined yards rushing and receiving, caught 53 passes as a rookie. So I'm not opposed to the move. I think he could help, but honestly, I'm not really like banging on the table to sign Kareem Hunt. I'm not, you know. So we would have a three-headed monster at running back. I still like the running backs that we have. I do like Chris Rodriguez. I do like Jared Patterson. I do like Jonathan Williams. And I do think Gibby definitely needs to be featured more. So I don't want Kareem Hunt to come in and take away carries. But of course, the more the merrier on the offense side of the ball. Gibby, he has missed some games here and there. He's not injury prone, but he has missed some games here and there. Kareem Hunt played 17 games last year in 2022. 17 games. So he's durable. Played 8 games in 2021, 16 games in 2020. So other than the suspension, he's been durable. I'm going to look up and see how long the suspension was. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, he was suspended 8 games. So he missed 8 games, then he played 8 games in that year in 2020 or 2019 with the Cleveland Browns. So I'm not against it. I'm not against that at all. You guys let me know what you guys think. Like I said, we would have we would have a nasty three-headed monster at running back. We have a nasty three-headed monster at wide receiver. Only thing is offensive line. They're just unproven at this point. I got to see more from the O-line this year. It's a big year for the offensive line. And of course, Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett. We'll see who wins the competition. If Sam Howell gets it, he's only had 1 start, so I got to see he's unproven as well. But this offense, we got some weapons, man. Like Terry, Jahan Curtis, Gibby, B-Rob, possibly Kareem Hunt. Like this is the nasty. Like we really got some weapons, man. We got some weapons, and Logan Thomas is looking good again from what I'm hearing. Cole Turner is healthy, so if he can stay healthy, like EB has some weapons to work with. So this offense, man, can definitely be way more improved if we get better quarterback play for sure. So Kareem Hunt, man, I like him. I like him. Like I said, bring him in for training camp. Let's see what happens. Kind of like Larry Johnson. All right, you guys. Hello, Tomatoes. Peace. Have a good weekend.